Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another Nacho Tuesday. And today I have Swapnil here with Zeni, and he's the CEO over there. And without further ado, we would love if you could introduce your company and what you guys do.
Thanks, Andy. Pleasure to be here. So, what Zeni does is Zeni gives every business an AI accountant that is 100x smarter and 10x faster and doesn't get bored of working on your books. And we are managing more than $20 billion in finances a year today. So, super happy to be here and to share some insights.
Oh, that's a lot of books to manage. Yeah, it's the necessary work that every company has to do, but not everybody wants to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, companies really live and die by that. But I guess how do you expect the role of the finance department to change with all these great new AI tools coming out? Where do you see this heading in by 2027, 2028? Will we even need finance departments anymore?
I think the role of the finance department is going to drastically change. First of all, for smaller companies, probably if you're less than 20 million in revenues, you might not even need a big finance department or even a small one. Zeni ourselves, we don't have any dedicated finance team. We use Zeni to manage Zeni.
Yeah.
And I think it's scaling beautifully for a lot of our customers as well. So if you are a mid-enterprise, instead of having a 10-member team, 15-member team, you can probably manage your entire books or finance department using a 5-member team. So I think there is going to be a big reduction in the human capital that is required to do finances. But at the same time, AI is going to amplify the skill sets of the humans who are in the finance department so that they can do everything 10x faster.
Yep. So tell us more about your AI accounting agent. What can it do actually? And do you see it automating a lot of these tasks by 2028?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, probably by the end of this year, we'll end up automating like 100% of accounting and bookkeeping, including month-end close for at least 100 of our customers, which is, I think, pretty insane.
Yeah.
So what the AI accountant does is it doesn't work alone. We actually give a set of AI finance employees to our customers. It includes an AI accountant, an AI bookkeeper, an AI controller, and all of them report into an AI CFO. So we give them a full team of AI finance experts. And the beauty is that this team is then overseen by an actual human team that is making sure that these agents are doing the right things at the right time, and the accuracy is sky high. And it manages several different workflows today, whether it's transaction categorization, vendor identification, vendor creation, reconciliations, identifying the classes and the departments, figuring out where the cash is coming in, whether the cash is going out, flux analysis, journal entry creations, connecting to all the different financial sources, downloading data in real time into one location so that they are not siloed anymore. Then managing your cards, digital bank accounts, bill payments, reimbursements. So many of those workflows are so nuanced to every business and so fragmented and so human intensive that Zeni's AI employees can really help you defragment the entire stack, stitch it together, automate it as much as we can, and then give you a human team that oversees everything so that you can be super confident of the output that you get from Zeni.
Very great. So you guys have a kind of a human in the loop type service as well to kind of pair with the automated tools?
Yes, for every customer that we have, we give them a team of finance experts, which includes a controller, a team lead, an accountant, a tax expert, if you need a temp CFO. So we have a full-blown team.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, so they could just outsource it entirely to you. So forget trying to figure out how to hire the right person for finance.
Correct. Yeah, and it's not easy to hire finance people the same way it's not easy to hire legal people. You will not see people building their legal teams in-house. The same is true for finance team. It's one of the most outsourced functions for companies as they are growing. And the reason for that is it's hard to attract smart people and it's even harder to retain them. And if founders don't have insights into how to manage finances, it's hard for them to mentor and guide them and help them grow in their careers as well. So it can become pretty messy.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of them are really focused on, building the product, figuring out their go-to-market.
Yep.
Unfortunately, finance becomes kind of a secondhand story, but it should be the most important actually. Companies really live and die by their ability to manage their cash flow and actually spend money appropriately and actually know, how much the widgets cost, so to say.
Absolutely. And I think every company is born with a mission, but no company has a mission that we want to become better at bookkeeping.
Yeah.
It's better that someone who is really good at it does it for you And then you can use that output and probably have more strategic people on your side. You don't need to build a team that can do your bookkeeping. Might as well have a VP of finance or a CFO who can use that data and be the strategic input to the founders to help them guide the company in the right direction.
Yeah. And so what other tasks do you think will remain for humans going forward? Is it mostly just to kind of set the parameters for the AI and kind of manage the reporting to make sure that it's not, that everything's kind of in order? Or what other kind of roles do you see humans playing going forward?
Yeah, I think it's important to for humans in the finance department to first understand how the AI agents work, be able to train them, be able to monitor them, and basically use them to their advantage to amplify their own skill set so that they don't need to hire more humans. So you will see leaner finance teams who are running 10x faster. And
Yeah.
hopefully, with the technology stack that Zeni has, you can pretty much do your financials in real time. The
Yeah.
idea of waiting for the month end close should be behind us. Why do you need to wait till the end of the month? Why can't you tell me where you stand today morning
Yep.
compared to like looking at all the data till yesterday? I think that's possible. It's already happening for so many of our customers because
Yep.
we literally update your P&L and balance sheets in real time. So
Yeah.
it's a
I can't tell you how many founders I've talked to where they're rushing at the year end or when tax season comes around, and
yeah,
they're literally checked out for a couple weeks just trying to clean up all their books from like the last year.
yeah, absolutely. And I think most of the founders, especially the first time founders, end up creating a lot of mess around finances, and they don't know how important it is unless they talk to an investor. And the first thing the investor asks if
Yep.
he's interested, hey, send me your financials, send me your projections. So that is when they realize that, oh, the backbone of my business is actually my finances.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's when they start running.
Exactly. At the end of the day, an investor wants to invest in a company that's going to be, founders that are going to be financially competent.
Exactly.
Because if you're putting money into a company, you want to make sure that there's going to be a return on it. But if you can't look at their books and see that it's a healthy business, actually, you're not going to want to put your money behind it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it immediately adds to the credibility of all the founders and the business owners. Because
Yep.
if you are running a company that has clean financials, it adds to your credibility, it boosts your trust, and the investors and the partners are just far more comfortable working with you because they can trust you from day zero.
Yep.
But at the
Yep.
same time, if they start their due diligence and they find your books are messy, guess what? It's your fault, your problem.
I think
And
it's one of the
then they
most
start
overlooked
thinking what
things.
else is going to mess up in the future, right? It's a vicious circle that you don't want to be part of.
Yeah, yeah. Founders kind of mistakenly focus too much on their features, and they think everybody loves the features that they're selling, and forget about keeping clean books. Which for the investor, you got to put yourself in their shoes, right? They're going to look at the finances first. That the business, the cool feature that you're selling will kind of come secondary to that.
Absolutely.
So that's great that you guys have the whole vertically integrated solution too, right? So if you're not a founder that really understands finance as well, maybe you're a great engineer, maybe you're a great business person or marketer. You guys give them that turnkey approach, right? So you actually have the human in the loop type people that could actually work with the AI agents and are familiar with them, rather than having to train the startup team on how to do everything from the ground up. You guys could already provide that right out of the box.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the crazy thing, Andy, is like when we onboard a new customer, their automation on month zero is north of 80% now,
Yep.
which is
Wow.
phenomenal.
Well, I think everybody needs something like this. So how do you think this is going to speed up financial reporting going forward? What impact do you think this will have on company decision making? I feel like you can make decisions in a lot more of a real time format, if you could actually look at accurate, up to date books and know where your finances are.
Yeah, the impact is going to be insane, Andy, because the very fact that you don't need to wait till the month end and the month end close is done to figure out what needs to be done is huge. You can actually make faster velocity decisions. If today you know that your OPEX or your burn rate is at a certain level, you can probably scale back certain things so that you can control your burn rate in the next 7 days, which is not possible if you're not using something like Zenny. You have to wait till the month closes, then your accounting team will take 3 weeks to close your books, then you will get back Excels, then you will dig through them, then you will figure out why your burn was 20% higher, then you go into a reactive mode. In the next 2 months, you have to control that burn. So you are always like in a world where cash is king. If you don't look at real-time financials,
Yep.
it's going to be a whole different ballgame.
And it's like you're always operating from behind.
Yeah, it's you're always reacting.
Yep.
Whereas you should always be proactive in these things. So you end up running your business in a very, very different way.
Yeah, there's a saying, you could either run your business or your business can run you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I guess for founders and investors, how's this gonna, with AI powered finance, how's this gonna affect valuations, cash flow forecasting, and financial transparency going into fundraising rounds? It sounds like it's gonna speed up everything a lot more quickly, and I could see this leading to more deals closed for startup founders.
Absolutely. In fact, I will give you a real use case. One of our customers, they were going through an acquisition before they joined Zeni, and their acquisition fell off in spite of having an in-house CFO because their financials were a mess. And the reason why they onboarded on Zeni is because they were like, we don't want to repeat the same mistake again. So if you are actually using AI to manage your financials, think of it like you have a brain that is like 100x faster, financials that are far more accurate. Like if you deploy Zenny today in month zero, you will see your accuracy as 93% just with AI agents. And then we add human in the loop to move it from 93 to 100%. But if you just have a team of humans doing your finances, on an average, your accuracy is 85%. So they will end up making 15% error because we are humans.
Yep.
So
So
if you have financials that are turbocharged with AI, people will trust you more. They will feel that your financials are more accurate. You can run faster because you can give them data real fast. You can close bigger transactions with more trust, and everything feels smooth and easy. And your entire stack is also defragmented, so you can actually grow faster as well. As you grow, you won't have the pain of growing your financial department or the pain of managing your finances, because typically with growth your complexity increases. So if you actually deploy something like Zeni initially, it will just make sure that you're preparing yourself for growth, easier growth in the future.
yep, it'll set a solid foundation for your financials, rather than when you get to that finance round and then you try to figure out what your business really is, only to
Absolutely.
discover, like many unfortunately, a lot of companies even go IPO before they figure out that they don't have a good business model.
Yep.
How you guys could kind of prevent that. So do you find that it's more accurate pairing the AI tools with humans in the loop, or better than traditional like human
Oh yeah,
oriented
day and
teams?
light different. Day and light different. Like 80% of our customers come to Zeni after using a finance firm, and they have a humongous aha moment when they look at Zeni, because now you're stepping into a world that is very futuristic and modern, and you see things happening in front of you. Like, and you can go to the Zeni dashboard and see what your AI accountant is working on, what your AI bookkeeper is working on. You can chat with your AI CFO, tell your AI CFO that, hey, what's my burn rate and how can I turn this company into a profitable company? Which are the areas in which I need to cut my cost? It will just make you a smarter founder. And
Yep.
these are the questions that the board will ask you if you're dealing with boards and VCs. So you can actually chat with the AI CFO and ask those hard questions, prepare yourself, create a better version of yourself before the board meeting. And I think your ability to be far more insightful, the depth at which you look at your finances also becomes far more deeper, and it all becomes, I think, far more meaningful.
Yep. So
And these
you
things
guys,
are not possible if you use a normal finance team. You wait for them to get on a call, they send you Excels, there are no
yeah,
real-time insights. You have no idea why your OPEX has increased, your OPEX has decreased, why are your revenues going up? Recognized revenue is different than what you see in your subscription management systems. All
yep.
that complexity actually reduces to something like a simple chat with your AI CFO that can give you mind-blowing insights in a language that is easy to understand.
Yeah, so these AI agents really get to know your business actually, whereas a lot of times when you're hiring an outsourced accounting firm, they're managing hundreds of clients, so you're just like another number to them. So they got to refresh themselves. When you're asking them those kind of questions, they got to refresh themselves on client 123, which is you, about your business before they even give an answer to you, if it's even going to be an accurate answer.
Yeah, that's such a important point, Andy, because first of all, they need to be available to answer your question.
Yep.
Your AI accountant, AI CFO is working for you 24/7, even over the weekends. They have no ego, no personality issues. They are always there. They will never judge you for your questions. They will always have your back. And then if you really not need to talk to a human, you can always talk to the dedicated Zeni finance team, schedule a call with them. But that nervousness that comes from someone not being available 24/7 goes away. Imagine as a founder at 12 a.m. in the night, if you really want to figure out that, hey, where will this year end for me, the AI CFO will tell you with 90% accuracy because he has access to your past financials.
Yep.
And from that he will actually project where your year will end. And that gives you a lot of peace of mind. Now you have something to work with. Take that to your real CFO and say that, okay, I have this baseline. How can you make it 3x better?
Yeah, and that way you're asking the right questions to the CFO when you're paying them a very expensive hourly rate to be able to give you strategic advice. You're coming into that conversation armed with some knowledge for yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because unfortunately, I think just like with the legal world, the finance world is also on an hourly basis,
Yep.
and they create their own jobs. So the more manual they keep things for you, the better for them. And the
They
worst,
love incompetent customers.
if you start building a team in-house, they come with the same old school approach, and then they want to build bigger teams. They
Yep.
will move you from QuickBooks to NetSuite when it's not even needed. And then to manage NetSuite, everything is 10x more expensive.
Yep.
So you end up with a mess that keeps getting messier as you grow.
Yep.
And there is nothing you can do about it.
It's like bringing on engineers for, replacing engineers for a project. They want to, the old code is crap. They got to redo the whole thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the code they're most comfortable with.
Yep. And they will keep themselves busy. They will keep hiring more people, and you will keep burning more money. And the output remains the same. And Excel,
Yep.
after 3 weeks after the month ends.
Yeah, so I'd love to dive in more to the strategic aspect of your guys' product. So you kind of have this AI CFO, if you will. Tell me more about like what this tool can do. Like what kind of questions can he answer? What kind of questions could it answer for you?
Yeah. So think of AI CFO as a light version CFO who is accessible to you anytime you want, but has deep insights into your finances. He can understand every facet of your P&L and balance sheet, and has access to all the numbers behind those line items. So when you ask it, like, let's say if you have 5 different types of revenue stream, you can ask the AI CFO that, hey, can you look at this particular revenue stream and tell me where this particular product will end like 15 months from now? And then it will do all the analysis. It will tell you the thought process it's using. It will tell you
Wow.
which data it's looking at, and you can read through its thought process, and then it will give you an output.
That's
And
great.
that thought process is not accessible to you when you are actually talking to a real CFO. You don't know what he's thinking. You know what the output he creates.
Yep.
So that
That's
when
very
you
important.
look at the way the AI CFO is thinking and then giving you an output, it makes you a smarter founder, because it will
Yep.
actually tell you, like the Zeni's AI CFO will tell you that, hey, I'm now looking at your P&L over the last 4 quarters. I'm going to look at these line items. Okay, I found them. Now I'm going to dig deeper. I'm going to take an average of the last 3 months of the last quarter, and then I'm look at the last 4 quarters, and then I will project your future. So when you look at all this, you will realize that it's mind-boggling. If you
Yep.
ask that to a CFO, he will take 3 days, build your nice Excel, and then come back with the same answer.
Yep.
Now you can get that same answer yourself. That's
And then
huge.
you know the outputs, but yeah, you don't really know the story behind it, right? And
Yes,
there's that Confucius saying where if you do, you always understand a lot more than if you see something, right? So whatever that
correct.
output is, the CFO gives you, you're not really, you might understand at a high level what it is, but when you actually see the thought process behind things and why you get the answer that you have a better understanding for it overall.
Absolutely. And then you can also switch roles. Imagine you're a CFO using Zeni's AI CFO. Now you have an assistant who can make you 10x faster. For all the simple projections, for all the simple analysis, you can just have the AI CFO do it for you. Start 4 conversations with it, give it 4 different complex questions. It will analyze everything. Now you can just oversee what he has done, take those Excels and send it back to your founders or the owners, and then you're done. So it makes you it basically creates a perception that the human CFO has now become 10x faster, has access to all the depth of data. You don't need to sit and analyze everything, make sure that, oh, this is done right, that is done right. Have an FP&A manager who is building simple or mid-level access. You can just have the AI CFO to do it for you.
Wow, that's really powerful. So what kind of guardrails do you guys have in place to say for the naysayers out there that are worried about automation? Tell us more about the guardrails you guys have in place to kind of give people peace of mind that this thing's running and flowing and operating at an efficient level and without making mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we internally have built AI agents that monitor the work of the AI agents. So that is super helpful, because you should always have an AI who monitors the work of other AI agents at lightning fast speed in real time. So that's one guardrail. The second guardrail is that we have our human in the loop who monitors everything pretty much on a daily basis. And the AI agents themselves are smart enough to know that, okay, I have 80% confidence that I should be doing this. But if I have 70% confidence, I'm going to loop the human in to make sure that, and tell the human that, hey, this is what I think I should be doing. Can you confirm? And once the human confirms, the AI becomes smarter, and next time it might not ask the human. So I
Wow.
think our ability to give you a full-blown team of finance experts who take the responsibility of managing your AI agents, such that that entire complexity and the headache of managing the AI agents is out of your control and in our control, makes the entire experience as human as it was for you when you were working with a finance team versus you're working with Zeni. So imagine, as a customer, your experience working with Zeni is as human as it was before, but it's all powered by AI agents, and 85% of all your accounting is now done by AI agents. I think that's the aha moment,
Yeah.
because now you have 10x the speed of your finance department. You are getting the advantage of using AI agents, but still you have the comfort of the human team that is doing all the heavy lifting for you. And that's why I say that the biggest feature that we have is trust. And if you trust us, you will do more business with us. But if the trust is broken, it doesn't matter whether it's AI or humans.
Yeah. It sounds like you guys really thought through everything.
Yeah, I mean, we have been doing this for 6 years, and we started with an all human approach to really understand all the nuances of how these accountants and bookkeepers and temp CFOs and tax experts work. And
Yep.
that's why we have like more than 200 of them on our payroll. They are Zeni employees, and we literally have them clock their hours every single day while working with hundreds of customers. And I think that data itself is invaluable now.
So tell us about the beginning of the company. How did this idea come about? We'd love to learn more about your background.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Zeni was started by me and my identical twin brother Snehal, and this is our third company together. Our last company was Mezi, which was like an AI-powered travel assistant that could plan and book your entire travel over a messaging interface. And we offered it to business travelers, and that was acquired by Amex. But that is where we learned how to build human-assisted AI platforms and then scale it to 10 million, 20 million, and then at the end it was, I think, 80 million travelers were using Mezi. So we operated at scale. Then
Yep.
we took the blueprint of what we built at Mezi in the travel vertical, and we applied it to the finance vertical, and we built Zeni. And the reason why we built it, because we were so frustrated with this entire experience of managing the finances for the previous two startups, and we tried everything. We hired part-time controllers who came to the office twice a week and worked with us. We hired the top finance firm in the valley to work on our finances. Nothing changed except the amount of bill we were paying them. Instead of $2,000, now we are paying $5,000. Instead of one person in our office, there are three people on their team. The ending result is the same.
Yep.
3 weeks after the month ends, we get an Excel with zero insights. Then we find mistakes in it. We go back. There is a 3-4 day human loop in it. I remember a day when we had a board meeting, and 24 hours before the board meeting, we realized when we received the Excel that our burn was 30% higher than we had planned for.
Oh man, that could kill a business right there.
That is insane.
Especially if it's bad timing.
Yeah, and then we were working with a finance firm. I emailed our controller that, hey, what happened? For 24 hours, no response. After that, I got a response saying that, hey, because your marketing spend was higher. I was like, why was the marketing spend higher? Again, 48 hours passed. By
Yep.
then, the board meeting was done. Then we realized that our Facebook ads were on autopilot. They were performing really well. So we started spending more, and we burned through more money than we needed. So
Wow.
now for the next 3 months, we are in a reactive mode, trying to figure out how to get the burn back in control. And that is when we realized that this whole idea of having humans work on your books where you have no idea and you're flying blind for 3 weeks
Yeah.
past the month to figure out where you stand is just stupid. And
Yeah.
when we
So
used to discuss this with finance experts, they are like, oh no, this is not how finance works. You
this is just
have
how we
to
do
wait
it.
till
Yeah.
the month ends, then you go collect all the bank statement, credit card statement, then you have to sit and reconcile, then you look at your revenues, then you recognize them. And for decades it has been going on like this, and this is how it's going to go on. And automation to them is, oh, integrate this tool, oh, integrate that tool. But no one is focused on daily bookkeeping where you touch your books daily. I think that is the reason why we wanted to start Zeni, so that someone can guarantee you that we touch your books daily and give you real-time insights into your finances every single day. And it's a
Yep.
very hard problem. It's human intensive, capital intensive, time intensive. So it takes a long time, and it has taken us 6 years to do what we have done.
That's a great start. That's a great startup story. Really it came from personal experience. You realize there's an opportunity there. Zeni, if you had it back then, probably would have identified the increased marketing spend, and you would have probably been alerted for that increase in spend. Correct?
Absolutely. So that was one of the first features that we built, like our dashboard. If you go to your OPEX, it will
Yep.
tell you that, hey, your spend is X% higher than last week or X% higher than last month. And these are the top three reasons why. So you have to use basically zero brains. It will tell you why. And then
Yeah.
you can dig deeper into it.
Wow, that's really powerful. So what's next for you guys? Where do you see the future of AI powered finance going?
The next for us is basically to automate the entire office of the CFO. We are starting with accounting and bookkeeping, but the entire office of the CFO is a complete mess. It's very human intensive. And if you look at the way we are building Zeni, it's accounting and bookkeeping is our Trojan horse, but we have already extended that wowness to bill payments by replacing bill.com, to reimbursements by replacing Expensify. And then we have taken it a step further to digital bank accounts, then to credit cards, then to debit cards. And we're very close. We are launching treasury accounts as well. So now we have the entire stack that runs a business that is built as a native AI product. All these vertical products are native AI products, and all of them are backed by your AI accountant, AI bookkeepers who work on those products every single day. So I think it's a whole different beast. And as we grow, this is going to get deeper and deeper, and hopefully we can plug in businesses and onboard them at lightning fast speed. Even today, 70% of our customers are onboarded in less than 3 days, which
Oh
is
wow.
super fast.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, a lot of agencies, accounting firms would take it, weeks to really understand your business and go through your books and charge you a bunch of money to probably clean it all up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So what does that onboarding process look like? Say a company wants to start today. How do you prepare them for the transition over to working with Zeni and your AI powered agents as well as your human in the loop operators?
Yeah, the beauty, Andy, is like for them, it's super easy. They give us access to their QuickBooks and then all the different platforms, bank accounts, payroll providers, revenue systems that they might be using. And then our onboarding team will basically connect to all those systems, connect to their QuickBooks, look at their historical data, and then train their nuanced local models that we build for that customer. So all that heavy lifting is done by us. And then we will populate their dashboard and set up a dashboard onboarding call with them and tell them, show them their finances in real time for the first time. And that's a huge aha moment for them.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it seems like you have a pretty good fan base. Actually, we had a lot of people commenting here on LinkedIn. So it seems like people really love your product. So that's a big vote of confidence right there.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Andy. I think we have a very loyal customer base, and we are super happy to be their partners and helping them with the growth of their businesses. But we have a very high NPS score. I think our NPS score is around 75 consistently quarter over quarter.
Very nice. And so for new people that are listening today, what's the three key takeaways you want them to understand about your product, and where can they learn more about and sign up today to access the benefits of AI powered finance?
I think they really have to see it to believe it. A lot of what I have said might feel like very dreamy and unrealistic stuff. But if they look at a demo of Zeni, I would encourage them to come look at a demo of Zeni. And the one thing that they need to keep in mind is like get access to our AI accountant that, as I said, is 100x smarter, 10x faster, and never gets bored of working on their books. Second, I want them to know that trust is our number one feature, and we take that very seriously. At the end of the day, our goal is to make sure that their finances are watertight, and we'll deliver them, whether it's with AI or with humans. We will basically take the onus off their plate, do all the heavy lifting of adding the AI magic to their books, and then making sure that the output is delivered by human team. And third, it's inevitable to not use AI. I think there is no other way. So the faster they jump on this bandwagon, the better. And whether they use Zeni or whether they use anyone else, it doesn't matter. But they need to use AI to run their accounting and bookkeeping.
Yeah, business really runs 24/7 and you live and die by your cash flows. So if
Yep,
you're not getting those alerts right away, if you're blowing money on advertising or, not understanding like where you're losing money or how you can increase your profit margins, it's really tough to build a successful business.
absolutely. And I think very soon it will become a problem. Like people are going to question the business if they are not using, if they haven't deployed AI to manage their accounting and bookkeeping. I
Yep.
think that day is not far. So the sooner you start, the better, because it's always better to be ahead of the curve.
So where can people get started with Zeni today?
Just go to zeni.ai and schedule a demo, and one of our sales experts will we'll schedule a demo in the next 7 days, and we'll take it from there. We'll
Great. Well,
guarantee you that we'll create that aha moment for them in the first 10 minutes of being on that demo.
yeah, I like how trust is a big aspect of what you guys offer, because a lot of people are still a little, maybe they misunderstand AI, but the fact that you guys are willing to show, not tell, speaks really speaks really largely for how successful your product is.
Absolutely. And I think showing is more important, because everyone is telling,
Yep.
but no one is delivering. And I think a lot of finance teams who just go and get AI platforms put the onus on themselves to train that AI and deploy that AI, which is not their skill set. So
Yep.
they will end up with an output that they are not satisfied with, and then they will end up with a conclusion that AI is not working for us.
Yep.
But it's because they don't know what to do with it. It's a very new beast. So when you work with a company like Zeni, we take that onus of doing everything for them, and then we give you a team of human experts to oversee everything. So their life becomes simpler, and the output is basically what they need.
Great. Well, I'm very excited about your product. NachoNacho is very proud to be partners with Zeni. We always have the best products in our marketplace. So, of course, we have you guys in there as well. So, if anybody wants to learn more about Zeni, Swapnil, thank you so much for coming on today. Go to zeni.ai. You can see the name right behind him there. Just add a period and AI at the end of that. Go to their website, book a demo call today, or check it out in NachoNacho's B2B SaaS and AI marketplace. Once again, Swapnil, thank you so much for coming on today, and we're very excited about this partnership.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for inviting me to this podcast. This was amazing. I enjoyed my time here, and we are proud to be your partners. Let's keep rocking together.
Let's do it. Sounds good, buddy.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right, take care.